9 months ago, I got my first Gigaminx, the Yushin. It was the first Gigaminx made for speed solving, and it performed a lot better than others on the market. My first ever solve in it was 19 minutes and 45 seconds, and for context, the world's best single at the time was about 6 minutes, so I was pretty slow. I eventually got my PB down to 11:54, which wasn't terrible, and I was pretty happy with it, so I stopped there. Then the Gigaminx Gigaminx was released, and I decided to get one. Unlike the Yushin, the Gigaminx is factory magnetic, which makes its performance a lot better. It does take a while to break in the plastic and make it turn smoothly, but after it's broken in, the performance difference is very noticeable. I did a few solves in the Gigaminx, but I wasn't super interested in getting fast at it, I just liked having a magnetic Gigaminx. But then Gigaminx announced a Gigaminx contest on Instagram, where the top 3 fastest times would win a Galaxy 12M, and 4th place through 8th place would win an 18cm cube. This contest is what really motivated me to start grinding the event. I did dozens of solves, and I quickly lowered my PB from almost 12 minutes down to sub 11, then sub 10, then sub 9, then sub 8. I got stuck at the sub 7 barrier for a while, but eventually I managed to pull off a sub 7 single. It was about this time when I heard about a mod that you could do to the Gigaminx Gigaminx to make it better. Essentially, the plus centers of the Giga have some extraneous plastic that's not supposed to be there called flash, which causes unnecessary pops and lockups. By filing off the flash, you could improve the cube's performance. So I spent about an hour taking out all of the plus centers, filing off the flash, and putting them back in, and that made the cube perform noticeably better. From there, I was able to gradually lower my PB several times down to 621. At this point, I started to plateau and wasn't able to improve for a while, so I stopped practicing and submitted my 621 for the contest. At the time, my 621 was 10th in the world on the Gigaminx leaderboard, but there could also be some people who didn't participate in the contest, or some people faster than me who just weren't on the leaderboard, so I wasn't sure if I could place top 8. After submitting my solve, I just waited for the contest to end and hoped for the best. The Gigaminx contest has just come to a close, and this is what the leaderboards look like right now. I've been bumped down to 12th place because Johanna got a better time than me, which honestly was expected. They've been grinding a lot, and I think they have almost 300 solves. And then this guy came out of nowhere with a 551, so yeah, right now, my chances for top 8 in the contest aren't looking that great. Some of these people either don't have a video, or didn't submit anything, or didn't use a Gigaminx, so there's still a chance at top 8, but the chances don't look that good right now. The results come out on Monday, which is 3 days from now, so I'm pretty excited to see whether I place in the top 8 or not. Gigaminx just published the results of the contest, and here they are. Unsurprisingly, Ethan Davis won with a sub 5 single. Iger actually came out of nowhere with a 515. I don't think anyone really expected that because he wasn't on the leaderboards at all. 3rd, 4th, and 5th place were pretty expected because they were on the leaderboard. Then 6th place, Nipot, and then Johanna in 7th, and lastly in 8th place, me. 9th place was a 638, so I did have quite a bit of room between myself and 9th place, but it's still pretty cool that I managed to just barely place in the top 8. I wouldn't have placed top 8 if James or some other people actually submitted their solves, but they didn't, so I got pretty lucky. So that's the story of how I almost became world class at Gigaminx. Gigaminx is probably my favorite non-WCA event now. I really enjoy solving it, and I'm glad Gigaminx hosted a contest that motivated me to actually practice. Having decent magnetic hardware is also really nice, and it's definitely made Gigaminx a lot more enjoyable for me compared to using a Yushin. If you want to get your own, then you can get it at speedcubeshop.com and use my discount code JavaCuber to support my channel and get a 5% discount on your entire order. That's it for this video, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.